Hey, everybody, and welcome. This is Jacqueline Hyacinth with Our Feminine Legacy, and this is the Feminine Legacy podcast. On this incredible journey, we get to bring thought leaders together to share their hearts, to talk about all facets of legacy and how it's informing our work and inspiring others. And today, I'm so excited to be sharing the platform with a dear sister. Her name is Emmi Mutale. And we've been working together for some time, and it's a joy to bring her in just to give a little bit of feedback who she is. Emmi is an incredible intuitive healer. She also has her own beautiful podcast, an energy medicine practitioner, shamanic womb priestess, a beautiful medicine woman. And I'm so honored to have her here with me today to share some of her heart and her wisdom. So without further ado, welcome, Emmi.
Thank you so much, Jacqueline. Appreciate this platform that you've created and love this connection. Thank you.
Me too. Thank you so much for taking the time to drop in. So today is a lunar eclipse and it's a full moon and it's intense. And so it's really auspicious that we're gathering today.
hmm
Yeah, really grateful.
Yeah, me
So
too.
yeah, so let's dive in a little bit. It's interesting. I am feeling really guided before we begin to just invite the audience to drop in with us energetically.
Yeah,
And I
sounds
don't
good.
always do that. So that's what needs to happen today. So we're just inviting everybody who is going to participate today to just come and drop into the heart and really feel yourself gathering with me and Emmi. And to receive the highest wisdom and blessings, inspiration for your own life today. And just inviting you to drop into the body, drop into the root. And to take up space, just really feel yourself becoming grand in size and expanding your field outward, downward, upward. To share whatever bounty will be brought through for you today. So today feels like a talk and a transmission. Emmi, is there anything that's coming through right now that you want to add in?
Just feels like a very beautiful spirally kind of an energy right now, and we're building a very sacred container, like a womb, like cave-like container almost for whatever it is that is meant to be coming through us today. So feels very potent.
Beautiful. Beautiful. And with that, I'll just invite the audience to breathe into your womb centers. Unclench the body in any way, wherever there is restriction. And allow yourself to just needle down. Good. Little deeper down. Good, good, good. And then expand down and out. Perfect. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. And just bringing presence to the heart. And let's just place the word remembering. Remembering the grace and the beauty that you are, the truth of who you are. And Emmi, together, what's coming through is let's just anchor the word truth into the space and out into the ethers as a divine blessing. Yes. And we'll invite the audience now to anchor in your truth. Let that high divine resonance of truth give it full permission and spaciousness in your own life. To see beyond the veils of your conditioned reality and to experience the truth of Source today in every facet of your life, in every cell of your body. Thank you. All right. And coming back into the space. Emmy, I sense we'll do something else soon with it in the future together.
Yeah.
Yeah, in a different capacity. Yeah.
Mm.
Awesome. Okay. Whew. Whoosh, 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 whoosh. And everybody, just take your time and allow the elixir of light to just bring medicine to you today, support you and strengthen you today. So, Emmy, I'm going to pull from here since we're in this like altered, reverberating wave. And I'm just going to lean in and ask, just so like go right to this, the source of it. What legacy do you want to contribute today in this world with your children, with women? Like, what does it feel like, sense? What comes up for you when I say that?
Well, so much of what you already shared is resonating very strongly. And it really, in so many ways, does boil down to the word truth. Truth around us remembering and reclaiming our divinity, our true light, the wisdom and the power that we hold inside our womb spaces and in our hearts, which are very much connected as well. And as you so beautifully said, really starting to awaken to the truth that is literally just behind the corner for those who are ready to see and take in, and really lift those veils that have been so very thick for such a long time. This conditioning, I think you mentioned that word as well, this conditioning that we have been living in for hundreds of years, maybe thousands of years. And what the last couple of years have really truly done is almost like rip that veil open so that those who are ready to see, those who are ready to dig deeper, those who are ready to truly connect to that divinity within are literally able to just step through and connect with something that is so much bigger than each one of us as individuals, that is so much bigger than humanity as a collective even. I've got goosebumps as I'm saying this.
Yeah.
And it's just the opportunity that we are being presented with at the moment to remember, re-remember the ancient feminine wisdom that lives inside ourselves, that lives inside our cellular memory, that lives in the layers of our wombs around what is possible for us as humanity, what is truly starting to form in so many yummy, delicious ways on our planet as more and more people are waking up and are really looking for alternative ways of living and being in this world, of raising their children, of radically changing the way we look at ourselves, view ourselves as human beings, and the powers and the capacities we have inside our brains, inside our bodies, and really remembering that there's so much healing capacity inside these vehicles for our spirits that is only asking us to tap into. And the more we follow the mainstream thinking, the more we follow the mainstream way of being and living, whether you do that through the news feed on TV or through social media or following certain influencers, the further and further away you move from that deep truth. And so many people are starting to see that and realize that at a very deep level. And for some, it's coming as a massive shock. For some, it's a truth that they've always known, and it's just kind of bubbling up now in a beautiful way. And for some, it's something that's been gradually dawning over the past maybe 5, 10, maybe even 20 years, and it's just becoming more and more concrete. And there's so many beautiful beings who are creating new ways on our planet of being and of connecting, of collaborating, of weaving this magic that is in and of itself already opening the doors and creating the pathways to the new earth. And that is calling us at a very, very deep level, because it is the call of the Great Mother. That's essentially what it is.
It is.
So I guess my legacy would be around really sharing this truth more and more courageously, and stepping into my truth around this, speaking my truth authentically and unapologetically, potentially still with some fear, because I have huge wounding around that in myself from this lifetime and other lifetimes and generationally as well. But, you know, allowing that fear to be there as kind of like a springboard, acknowledging it, witnessing it, honoring it, and working with it, working through it, so that I can truly express who I am meant to be in this lifetime. And I've received glimpses of it. I'm doing part of it, but I know there's so much more still waiting.
I'm with you on that. I'm with you. Thank you for beautifully expressing all of that. Yeah, the intrepidation and the fear, it rises, ebbs and flows like waves, right? For many of us.
Yeah.
It's powerful. And something that's been coming up for me lately that I just keep coming into deeper reverence with is this: the voices, the media, the loudness, the noise of the world. It becomes more silent. We silence it when we input our own voice, right? It's like all of a sudden we take the center stage, and it's like, it's because our voice is so important. And in a world where we think it's so noisy, let me just stay back and be quiet. Like there is a time for that in gathering and nurturing and coming in and honing in that voice and that deeper truth, and then surrendering to it and allowing it to come from an inward state, right? Cultivating and then coming outward, and then blessing with the truth, right? Which is, it transmits its own divine month, its own frequencies of the call of whatever it is that each one of us is inherently here to project out into the masses. It's such a deep and loving thing to do for ourselves too, as a woman who also knows what you're talking about, with that state of that fear and that deeper primordial wound, that program that has been implemented through our species, that we are transforming at a massive level. It's really, really big. I mean, that's a legacy in itself, right? Women speaking the truth, self-governing, And we both have sons. So
Yeah.
we also know like the joy of the inheritance of blessing our our boys, our men with
Mm.
this texture that we've, incarnated to do. Because it's not just female bodies, right?
Yeah.
It's everybody, but we do it through the house of this body.
That's right.
I love that. And
Mm.
so this informs so much of your work. I mean, to share just if there's anything that specifically wants to thread through now about the work that you feel
Mm.
so deeply inspired to do.
Yeah, sure. So, what I truly believe is that when we reconnect with that ancient feminine wisdom that lives inside our wombs, inside ourselves, and when we heal the wounds that really stop us from loving ourselves exactly the way we are,
Yeah.
and when we step into our sacred feminine power, however that manifests for each one of us, not only do we bring that healing for ourselves, but we bring it for those who came before us. And
Mm.
we also, break the pattern and we heal those who come after us. So we're talking about massive collective healing, planetary healing in many ways, that is opening more and more portals and doorways
Mhm.
into deeper and deeper knowing and wisdom and this power that we all have inside of us, but that so many of us are disconnected from because of that conditioning, because of those programs that have been there for such a long time. And I think once we realize how much of it really is conditioning,
Ah,
not the truth,
yeah.
not the reality,
Yeah.
it's like this liberation, this radical empowerment that starts to take place within ourselves, and it's like a cellular level transformation that is literally changing our neural pathways, the way we're used to thinking, but
Mm.
also the energetics of our DNA and our cells, because it really is an inner process of alchemy. And
Beautiful.
imagine if everybody on our planet could remember that and
Mm.
wake up to that.
It's like a love song. It's
Yeah.
like, right? It's like each one of us just starts to sing and hum, and then everybody starts to sing
Mm.
and hum their own vibrational song. And everything in the great weave just starts to come alive with light and with
Mm.
grace. Oh,
Yeah.
just anchoring that vision and that blessing out for the world right now.
Yeah.
And it's
That is so beautiful.
it's and I want to just touch in on power, like the
Mm.
way in which we've perceived power before is also conditioned, right? Power
Yeah.
is just this raw affirmation of life, like this reverence and connection that it's just so in its nature, it just knows exactly what to do. It's restorative in its quality. It heals. It just has such um, capacity when it's working in cohesion with the heart.
Oh, yeah. It changes worlds.
Changes worlds. Yeah.
Mm.
It births worlds, changes worlds. And so I love that we are part of this creation, right? Of riding the
Mm.
cusp of these waves of creating opportunities backwards and forwards. And we are the legacy of the ancestors, and we are the legacy
Mm.
of all of and not just our blood and bone, right? But just, I mean, you incarnated with an entire, divine soul group, right? Like a whole family of beings that I'm interwoven with, and that we are all coming together. And it's like, that's so powerful in itself.
Oh,
Like that,
absolutely.
right? That sense of not aloneness.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. We are loved by thousands,
Ah,
thousands and thousands. We are never ever alone. And I think, again, the past couple of years have been this beautiful opportunity to really dig deeper into that truth.
yeah.
And with all the coerced isolation and all of that
Mhm.
that was taking place, I mean, what a beautiful opportunity to really deeply connect with
Yeah.
that web of life that came before us and is still with us in
Yeah.
so many ways.
In so many ways. Hmm.
Mm.
I know we don't have you long today. So I just want to honor time. And I also just want to say, and I want you to lean into this to everybody who might watch this video, who this might seem like a foreign concept for them, that we just invite them in. Like, nothing about this is woo woo. Like, this is actually real living. Like, this is actually, right, our real connection with source as divine embodied humans. Humans are so powerful.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Just, yeah. If there was any words that want to come to the audience for them, to invite them to deepen, consider, reveal, step into this fractal of divine intelligence within themselves, is there anything that comes through for you that you feel like you want to lean in and impart?
That connection can be found anywhere. It can be found in the trees. It can be found in the waters. It can be found in holding hands with someone. It's in the mundane. It's in the sacred ceremony. It's everywhere. And I think all we need to do really is, as you said earlier, is silence, quieten into that deep, delicious silence that allows for that truth to start coming through. And sometimes it can feel scary to go into that silent mode because we're so not used to it. We're used to being bombarded with all kinds of distractions all the time. But when we really have that courage to allow for that silence, it's incredible what kind of messages start to come through from your body, from your womb, from source, from the Great Mother. And the trees are coming really strongly right now. So just really encouraging everybody to connect with the trees because they also have incredible divine intelligence. There's mother trees that are holding these beautiful webs of roots under the underground. And that holds so much power and wisdom as well. And we as humans can tap into that wisdom and that energy and benefit from it in so many ways. So go and hug a tree, sit by a tree, and just go into a silent mode and sit there with a tree.
That's beautiful. Thank you for that. Yeah, it's all accessible. It's never out of reach. Thank you. Yeah. Super beautiful. All right. Well, I'm going to honor your time today. I want to thank everybody who's chiming in. I trust that there is a beautiful, it's funny. Yeah. Reverence feels like a beautiful, strong word to bring through today. Thank you for bringing your reverence to the space. And is there I'm going to put all your information below, but anything you want to impart that you want to share as far as the work for folks to get in touch with you, any offerings you have, anything that you want to tell them?
Yeah, sure. So the easiest way to find me is through my website. So that's femininerevered.com. And I have a free sacred energy activation through which you can connect with me if you feel drawn to my energy. And there's more information about that on the website. And I would also love to offer a free gift if that's okay, which is a transmission that I received a couple of years ago from the Wise Old Crone, or the Wise Old Woman, which is really about remembering our divinity, remembering our power, and really rooting into this knowing that we all have inside of ourselves.
Beautiful. Thank you so much for all of that generosity. I will make sure that that's available. And to all of those that hear this, yeah, go and check out Emmi's work. And we'll put it in the information below. And just inviting you to walk in grace today, whenever you're hearing this, whenever you're watching this, there is no space and time. Take your place in the great weave, take your place in your own heart and your body. And you are the living legacy and a blessing to this planet. You, me, everybody, we all really deeply matter. So thank you. Thank you for that. Emmi, thank you so much for joining us. Thanks for your time today. We'll have you on again and we'll weave some magic together in the future.
Thank you so much.
Bye, honey. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. Take care. Ciao, ciao.
Thank you.